clear this up from the beginning, Zoe.
Yes.
Because this recipe only has half a cup of Guinness in it, I did not drink the rest of it. So we'll just clear that up from the beginning. But we'll start this recipe off with some butter. Because all good biscuit recipes or cookie recipes start with butter, which is important.
Yeah, okay.
We've got 1 cup of butter softened. It's at room temperature, so it'll whiz around and take all the sugar up. If you have it rock hard straight from the fridge, what you find, it just ruins your machine and it doesn't incorporate the sugar as well. Into that, we'll put 1.5 cups of sugar. Regular caster sugar is fine. Now, what I want you to do is pop the top on that, Zoe, turn it on, and we'll get it whizzing away. What we're going to do is cream the butter and the sugar together, and you'll know it's creamed beautifully because it'll be nice and it'll go sort of white, and it just takes a minute or two just whizzing around and you'll notice the difference. Now, what I'm going to do while you're doing that, Zoe, I'm going to get the rest of the ingredients. I've got flour, and I'm going to use 2 cups of cake flour or cake or biscuit flour. It's nice and soft, and you get a nice crumbly nice crumbly product or whatever you're making, but this is perfect for this type of biscuit. I've got some baking powder, a teaspoon of baking powder straight in there as well, and some cocoa. 1 cup of cocoa, and also about a teaspoon of salt. That'll help to give it flavour. So I pop that straight in there. I'm going to sift it. Now that's starting to whiten up now, and it's coming really good. You can tell it's coming together. What I'm going to get you to do, Zoe, is crack 1 egg into it at a time and let the egg incorporate all the way around. See how easy this is? And I reckon Bubba's listening away to this and remembering the entire recipe. So when, at about 3 years of age, Mum, you know that Guinness and chocolate cookie that Richo made? Uncle Richo? I don't know if I'll be called that Uncle Richo. Can you make that for me? So that's whizzing away all the eggs incorporated around, and we've got the 1/2 cup of Guinness there. So we'll whiz that around, and that'll come together. Now, if you can turn that off, Zoe, because that's just about ready to go. That's it. And I'll just sift this together.
And I can really smell that Guinness.
It really goes through the whole lot of it. And how quick was that? The Magimix just whizzes it up. It's done in seconds. You can use any other sort of blender or paddle or whatever you want to do. But for me, this just comes together so quickly.
And just for everybody out there, the alcohol cooks off once we've cooked it.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. So I'll just push that through with my fingers. I've used salt flakes, so I have to make sure I get all those little salt flakes all the way through there. Easy as. Now, Zoe, just pour that straight in. I'll grab that off you so I can get it from this side. I put all the batter in here, or the butter and sugar and the eggs and the Guinness there, all the way through the middle. And all I do is just fold this through. A tip here is you don't want to do this too quickly. Otherwise, because I did test this recipe, you end up with flour and cocoa all over you. It's not a clever thing to do. So you just gently mix this around. In fact, you can mix this around, Zoe. You'll be doing a lot of these, I think.
Yeah.
Little cookies and... I don't know about the oatmeal side of it, but maybe we'll see. I might put some oatmeal in mine and show you how you can make oatmeal really bad. And at this stage here, we add the chocolate buttons. You can use white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever you want. In they go. That's about 1.5 cups. There we go. Mix that around. You can add any sort of chocolate you want, or even fruit if you want, dates or whatever. But this is not the health food part of the show.
That's more my kind of cooking.
So you've got a tray there. I've got a tray there.
Yeah.
What I want are 6 large blobs. I'll do the first one for you. So it's about this much, Zoe. About a spoon so much here, and I use a spatula.
Big cookies.
They're going to be monster cookies. So what I do is I go around and put 6 on each tray. They don't have to be round because they will spread out themselves, and give them plenty of room because these will be quite large. You want them to spread out a little bit. I think we've got most of it out there. I'll save a little bit for later on. There we go. We've got all together 12 cookies out of here. Now, of course, you could do a few more if you wanted to. You could split these in half and do 24 of them, or my maths isn't so good, even more of that, 36 of them. But it doesn't really matter. These go into the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. They take about 10 to 15 minutes to cook. The trick is not to overcook them, so 10 to 12 minutes is pretty much bang on. They spread out, they become nice, thick, chunky cookies. They'll be delicious. I don't need to say anything, do I?
I'm too scared to say anything.
Delicious, big, chunky cookies. One of these in your lunchbox every day is going to give you the energy to get through the rest of school.
Not happening.
Just a bite. We can make them smaller if you want. Nice and tasty. This is still warm.
Adrian, I saw how much butter, sugar, Guinness went into these. Not happening. Not happening.